would truly like for you all to pause the video and take time out to read the disclaimer for this upcoming video. Thank you all so much.
Yeah, I hope everyone is doing well on today, tonight, wherever you may be, or whatever. So today we're gonna be watching part 23 of Who the F Did I Marry? So without further ado, let's jump right into it, you guys. Get everything set up, and let's get it.
Part 23. Who the fuck did I marry?
Alrighty.
So, we agreed to do marriage counseling. I had found a pastor and his wife who agreed to do our counseling, basically.
Okay.
Our counseling was going to be on Zoom, and it was going to be every other week, every other Tuesday. Initially, Legion was participating in it. His body language seemed to be that he was open and receptive to the marriage counseling.
But was he really?
The pastor and his wife were deeply concerned at the fact that we had only been married 3 months and we were already dealing with some form of infidelity. We were in marriage counseling, and as the pastor would put it, there seems to not be any sort of intimacy.
See, I'm not saying that infidelity is like right or anything, or there's no certain time for it. But this right here is like way too early on. Like y'all 3 months in, because she was even talking about him not doing marital things anymore shortly after them being married. So something really isn't right about that, because that behavior really isn't normal. Because like she was saying, most of the time you have it where guys are the ones jumping the gun, hiding about, well, she ain't giving me this, she, giving it up to me. But in this case, it was him that wasn't. But it still has you wondering why. But I guess with these messages on Messenger, we're kind of getting an idea. He getting that thing from somewhere else. So
they were concerned. Rightfully so. I think any person would be if they knew what was going on within those 3 months. So, the pastor and his wife, it is fair to note, we started counseling with them in the spring. We continued counseling with them up until a week before I found out what I found out, and he got kicked out.
Okay.
So, one of the first things that the pastor kind of talked to us about was, what was the deal with the Facebook Messenger?
Okay, what are you gonna say?
And Legion was like,
this guy, but not say he was just playing either, because I know in like the last video or part, he was saying something about he was just playing. How are you just playing, sir? And you up there sending that thing out to somebody else, and she's sending you stuff too. Well, you are not playing. That's something you definitely want to pursue, because you could have played anyway. Because mind you, people flirt all the time, but how do you jump straight to something sexual? Come on now, make it make sense.
Stupid. I shouldn't have done it.
You're right.
It really was just attention, and I got carried away. He felt like he was not going to, he kept saying, I'm not going to keep apologizing. I'm not going to keep getting persecuted. After I told you, I'm sorry, I told you I wouldn't do it again.
I mean, that is true though. No one should have to constantly apologize. But at the same time, are you really sorry, or are you only sorry because you were caught up in there? Because like I was saying, no doubt the same behavior would have kept on taking place if she didn't catch him in that. So are you really sorry though? That's all I really want to know. Or are you really just saying this?
Want us to move forward. You're either going to forgive me or you're not.
I'm not.
Pastor and his wife were like, wow.
Straight like that.
The audacity is real on this one.
Yeah.
So, needless to say, we started moving slowly forward. It was always in the back of my mind, just like it was in the back of my mind with that black Dodge Charger. It was one of those things where...
Still thinking about it.
Okay.
Can't get over it. I get you.
I see how you kind of are moving and operate. He came to me a few days after we started our first counseling session, and he was like, we should get a joint bank account. what he wanted to do was to each one of us have our own account and to get a joint account for our money to go in there for joint expenses. Now, up until this point, he had been paying the rent, the utilities, and I really was just paying for my stuff. So now he's suggesting, look, we're married now, let's go ahead and get a joint account.
Okay.
I wasn't necessarily against it because I knew that I would still have my own account. I would still have my own savings.
Okay.
So what I countered with was, okay, let's take a look and see what we're working with. Show me your checking. Let's look at each other's accounts. Look at what we have currently.
Let me guess, y'all. He gonna have some kind of issue with doing that.
He was cool with that.
Oh.
So he shows me his checking account. His checking account available balance was it was just over $9,600. Mine was just over $1,500. So there was a huge disparity in the amounts.
Okay.
And so he logged in on the phone and turned it towards me, and I could see available checking, available balance, just over $9,600.
Okay.
I logged into my savings. I showed him how much I had in savings. He picked up his phone, logged into his Chase savings, turned the phone towards me. In the Chase savings, it was roughly about $15,000.
Okay.
But I also knew that he told me he had a U.S. bank savings.
An offshore.
And he had an offshore savings.
Okay.
So at this point in time, I asked him, show me the U.S. bank savings, show me the other two accounts.
He would have an issue with that, though.
He would not do it. This became a huge bone of contention.
And that's what I was saying, too, because y'all remember at the beginning of the series, she was saying something about he showed her paperwork and all of that. But I was like, maybe he, printed that out himself or typed it out himself. Because people are able to, make documentations and stuff. So is that paperwork even real? Are those really his accounts for the U.S. bank and the offshore? Comment down below.
He would not show me the two accounts that he claims has the most money in there, the accounts that he claims has money for a house in there, because he still was mentioning, hey, we need to get on this house thing if we're going to move when the lease is up.
Okay.
So I'm just adamant on, why don't you want to show me your savings account? You showed me the Chase one.
Easily.
Like, what is the big deal?
Like it's nothing.
And so he kept saying, he was like, there's a lot of money in there. And he was like, and my uncle always taught me, this is not the uncle that died, another uncle. My uncle always told me, just keep your money tight. Because women can be, I said, women.
That's your wife, though, sir. That's the one you vow to. Because I don't know them for a can of paint, of course, you guys. I'm just going off of what I'm hearing. But what it seeming like, it don't seem like she's that kind of person that'll sit up there and just try to, use you for your money or anything. She seemed to be straight, if we just being honest. So, I'm trying to figure out, what the issue is. Because I'm just still thinking there is no money, though. Because you're able to, flex out all this stuff as if you got it. So, how come you can't show for it? That's why I'm saying I believe it's not even there at all. Ain't no money there, y'all. Heck, are there even any accounts? I doubt it.
We're married.
Right.
So, go ahead and show it to me. He would not show it to me.
What's the issue?
So then we went back into marriage counseling, the next session.
Okay.
And I bring it up. I said, he will not show me these two accounts that he claims has the money in there to buy a house. I told our pastor and his wife, I said, I saw the pre-approval letter, so I don't understand why he's not going to show me, to just put me at ease that he has the money in there. I had never questioned it before because, again, you tell me who in their right mind signs their name to a legally binding offer, an all-cash offer on a house. And they just do it willy-nilly. I don't know anyone that does that. So I actually never questioned
unless you really got it,
what was in the savings, because I clearly saw him sign his name to a $699,000 all-cash offer on a house. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please go back to the parts in this playlist where I talk about what he did when we were looking for a house.
Okay.
So the pastor and his wife were like...
That's part 7, y'all.
Legion... That's not his name, y'all. That's a nickname. Okay. Legion, why would you not show your wife your savings account? Like, what's going on here?
Answer me
And
that.
so he made up some bullshit. And I remember the pastor's wife was like, something ain't right. And so
Even from like the outside of seeing that something ain't right, yeah, something ain't right. It's definitely like not right because I'm seeing it's not right. Cause what is your issue though? Like, how come you having like a problem with showing me this? You done had like no problem showing no other accounts, and then want to say, "Oh, it's like just so much money in there." If it's really there, show it. Put your wife at ease. Like, come on, sir. And like I keep saying, mind you, they're married. So what's the issue?
this point, Legion kind of shuts down. He's just
I'm
like,
sure he
look, y'all are
did.
not gonna tell me when and where I open up my accounts to show anybody the money I earned. I earned that money. I earned that money by playing football, blood, sweat, and tears. He went into this whole Denzel Washington monologue about how he earned that money, and no one, no woman, no one is going to come in and tell him that he needs to open up the account. So then he starts talking about the ex-wife and how she tried to get money from him in the divorce back when they were in California. So now the pastor and his wife, their red flags are just like, whoa. So much so.
And then on top of that, why are you even mentioning what your ex did? I'm not your ex, though, sir. I'm not your ex, though. Like, I don't understand him. That's why I keep on saying I just feel like there really is no money there. And it's really just that. There is no money. He's lying.
Oh, that the pastor's wife said, and I will never forget this.
Okay.
She said, I don't think you all are going to make it to January. What she was talking about is, I don't think y'all are going to make it a year.
Oh, okay.
And I really, truly was like,
Whoa.
we're going to make it.
She
Like,
jumped
of
straight to
course we're going to
that.
make it. And she was just like, I don't have a good feeling about it.
And I really do feel that though, because they came in at first about the infidelity and all the other stuff. Then like him like not being into her, like doing things that married people do initially. If y'all this early in, more than likely it might not work. And then like he's also having the issue with opening up his accounts and showing her. I can really see where the pastor's wife is coming from. Like, I don't think it's gonna work out either, but well, clearly we're here, so we know it didn't work out. But y'all know what I'm saying, though. We're just pretending as if we don't know this right now. So.
And so Legion's all defensive. He at this point he's folding his arms and because remember we're on Zoom. He's folding his arms and he's just like, I'm done with this. Like,
I'm sure you
I'm not
are.
gonna get attacked because I'm not comfortable showing you the amount of money that I have.
What's the issue
Money
there?
changes people.
What's the
And
issue?
I'm not comfortable. So he's playing that victim card.
Uh huh.
Um, and so the pastor and his wife were like, we're still gonna help y'all as much as we can, but
You're gonna do so much.
so he was like, I'm not comfortable. And basically the pastor and his wife were like, look, we'll help y'all as much as we can.
You're
But
gonna do so much, y'all.
there's some deep issues here.
Definitely.
And, this is what they advised us. Had the two of you came to us for premarital counseling,
Don't get married.
we would have told you, do not get married.
I knew it.
Y'all should not even be together.
I figured that.
That is what that is what the pastor and his wife told
Hey,
us
they
in
keeping the
marriage
stack though.
counseling.
They keeping it a
If
stack.
you two had come to us for premarital counseling, we would have told you.
Well, I don't know though, because what if they would have came to them and they didn't see any of these deep rooted issues or anything? Who's to say though? Cause y'all know folks put on fronts all the time. So who's to say that they both whenever came in acting all like everything was all good? So we can't really even say if we just being honest though. So
Y'all should not even be together, let alone get married. But here we are. So we will help you guys as much as we can. But the pastor's wife was like, I don't have a good feeling that y'all are going to make it a year.
she being real. Y'all love folks like that. They just hold folks accountable and stuff. And they basically just say it how it is. But comment down below and let me know how you all feel about this series. And I'll catch you all on the next video. Take care.